and Missouri. For any of your grocery, meat, deli, bakery, or special order needs, shop Brothers Market at 118 South Main Street in Sigourney. Brothers Market was honored at the 2024 Iowa Hunger Summit for its efforts to serve underprivileged and disadvantaged communities. Brothers Market, a piece of the community you can count on.
Come to Helmuth Ford, home of the lifetime powertrain warranty.
Hi, this is Stacy from Shuttler Insurance Services. Come see me on the east side of the square in Sigourney for all your insurance needs.
Kenny Falls returns to the Keswick Tavern at 117 South Iron Street in Keswick this Saturday, May 17th. Kenny will be playing from 8 to 11 p.m. No cover charge. It'll be a great time while listening to some fantastic music, all while having some drinks with your friends. It's this Saturday, May 17th from 8 to 11, Kenny Falls live at the Keswick Tavern, and there's no cover charge. 2 years ago was the last time you heard me on the radio. That is about to change. Neil, welcome in to Good Morning Southeast Iowa. Welcome in, just another morning show. Are you hydrated? Are you ready to go?
Are you ready to talk to me now?
Well, you were talking to me before we went on, and I had my headphones on. I can't
hear you, is all I heard.
That's because I couldn't hear you.
Yep, I can't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
No. I look at you, and I see you.
Do you feel me?
Oh, I feel like it is a Monday, but a better Monday than some.
Sandy Smithart is in the comments. Praise the Lord.
No kidding. I hope you're
Sandy,
all right.
We've been worried about you over the weekend. Glad to see you in the comments. Glad you're doing good. What was up with that little promo thing we heard right before we went on?
That I don't know.
That was weird. I don't know who put that together.
Well...
yeah, that'll spark a rumor or two.
I wish we were better at finding old clips and cutting and piecing them together. That'd have been even funnier if it was in someone else's voice. Lance. Can you imagine?
Hey, we got to thank our headline sponsor, Brothers Market in Sigourney. Neil, did you know? Neil, what? Savings are made simple. Did you know that?
I heard.
Look at all that stuff. You can digital
gosh.
coupons, earn rewards, deal of the week, shopping deals. Check out that website. Check out that app.
Yeah.
Apps are fun.
I used it over the weekend a couple different times.
What'd you get? What'd you take advantage of?
Food.
Anything in particular?
Not really.
Okay.
Gosh, I did use a couple of my digital coupons, though, over the weekend. Or the last few days. Hot dogs, some buns.
Hot dog, hot diggity dog.
There was something else. I was really glad that I had saved. I clipped the digital coupon.
You clipped it.
Yes. Make sure you use it, guys. It pays out.
Thanks to Brothers Market for being our headliner. And thanks to Oski Dental for sponsoring our studios. Neil, would you like to do the honors?
I would love to because...
Toothy, would you like to do the honors? Whoever's over there, I'm not sure.
Dude, you waking up yet? Toothy, you've been... Dude, get up already. Tough weekend, guys. Whew,
This is like radio theater right now.
I gotta quit going out so late. But the girls, they can't get enough of this tooth.
Toothy, did you have a good Mother's Day? Did you celebrate with your mom?
No, I didn't.
Or did your mom get pulled a long time ago?
No, I haven't. I'm not sure where she's at.
You're not sure who your mom is.
Yeah.
Your dad.
I had, you know what? I'm gonna stop right there because I had a whole train of thought going. And I'm like, this is gonna go bad. So I'm just, let's just stop while we're ahead. It had to do with moms and yeah, never mind. Teeth. Oski Dental, proud to sponsor our studios. I mean, they have to be. Just listen to us. Schedule your appointments with Dr. Dan. As always, they are accepting new patients. They'll file all your insurance forms for you, which makes it easier on you. So why wouldn't you go? They're a Delta Dental provider, and they're located at 902 South 17th Street. Like, it matters where. When you want the best, you go to the best. Give them a call, 641-673-4845.
Hey, we thank Oski Dental Brothers Market. Hey, let's jog on over to the weather lab. Warming up. It got hot over the weekend.
Yeah. Yesterday was a little precursor, I'm afraid, to the rest of this week, everybody.
A precursor.
Yes. That's how we talk big words over here in the weather lab, Steve. So let's see if you can keep up. Mostly sunny today. A high near 84. Just your typical summer breeze, 5 to 10 mpHs.
Summer breeze.
Tonight, I was going to say tight. Tonight, partly cloudy, a low of 59. Slight chance of showers tomorrow. Chance of showers after 10 a.m. A chance of showers tomorrow. Then a chance after 10. So I'm not sure when. Maybe before 10, after 10, who knows? Mostly sunny, a high near 80. That rain chance 40%. Clear tomorrow night, 59. 86 for your Wednesday under sunny skies. So definitely summer in full swing. Thank you to the Garden Gate, 105 South Jefferson in Sigourney. CDD. Bringing down the house with all those fresh floral arrangements and decor and gifts and everything else you can think of. I mean, if she ain't got it, nobody does, because she's been doing this for 28 years.
Heck
She better have it figured out by now.
Heck yeah.
Thank you, Cindy. And
way to go,
girls.
Cindy. Proud of you.
Proud of you.
This or That is up next. It's sponsored by Stacy Flynn, Legacy Insurance Group, Welcome Realty in Sigourney, Bar Soap or Gel Soap.
Gel Soap.
Bar Soap.
We've had this discussion before.
Do you use those girly sponge things?
They're called loofahs, Steve, and yes, I do. Yes, I do. They
totally
exfoliate.
Oh, you're a girl.
Well, your lava bar soap. I mean, I guess it exfoliates too, but it takes a millimeter of your exoskin off.
Exoskeleton.
And whatever that is.
I hadn't thought about lava.
Remember lava?
Decades. Wow.
I still would try to keep a bar of lava around, like outside in the shop or something.
That's good work. Yeah.
Oh, man. I mean, you lose half your hands. Like,
you get the fresh baby skin underneath.
Yeah.
Afterwards.
Lava's the best. But no, I'm the gel and a loofah. Get the old lather going.
Loofah.
Yeah,
I use Zest.
Zest.
Give me a blue bar of Zest, and I'm good. I'm zestfully clean.
I will tell you this, everybody. I know for a fact when Steve has just within the last half hour gotten out of the shower, because I comment every time. I'm like, dude, you smell really freaking good.
That shows you.
I mean, it smells so good.
Bar soap is where
2 hours
at.
later, it wears off. But I mean, right at the beginning, woo!
Yeah. 2 hours later, you don't want to be around me.
That's not true.
Whew, that first half hour, I'm fresh.
Right. The bar soap, I don't know.
Is it that, like, hairs get stuck to
No.
Isn't that like the grossest thing in the world?
Now that you've mentioned it.
It is gross.
Yikes.
Yeah.
I mean, think of a loofah, how much it holds them in even deeper, probably.
Probably. Along with all your, like, dead
exfoliated skin.
Yeah. Ugh.
I want to say exfoliated one more time.
Exfoliation.
Oh, Amber says fast orange. That's always a good one for getting them hands all greasy. Wash your hands with some fast orange.
Grease. Let's move on to our question of the day. What?
I was trying to cover up a cough, and it came out all...
Question of the day goes up at noon on Facebook. It's sponsored by Amy's Salon House and Spa. They're located at 202 North Main, Sigourney. What fast food place has the best French fries?
McDonald's.
All right. That was quick.
Well, I mean, when it comes to just a straight fry,
Yeah.
I still like McDonald's fries.
All right.
Although curly fries got to go to Arby's.
Okay. See, I ate at McDonald's last week.
Hey, we're doing a show up here. For the love of God.
And we don't have our air conditioner in yet,
Man.
Amanda.
Oh, wow,
I don't-
indeed.
I don't think that they care that we're having a
I think
show.
they're talking to us.
People are outside. What fast food place has the best French fries?
Well, you were at McDonald's.
So McDonald's. All right, we're just both going to go with McDonald's. We'll just.
Is that your first pick? Or, I mean...
Yeah, I mean, I really don't eat a ton of fast food. If it's fast food, I'm going to McDonald's. So I'm one of the, I'm weird. I don't try new things. If I like what I like, I'm going to stick with it.
Shocking.
Sorry. Boring.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I would like to
Boring
think
alert.
that most everybody out... No, okay, not most everybody. There's a Wendy's already out there.
All right.
Their fries aren't bad. I don't know.
I prefer. All right? So fast food French fries. Do you prefer like a skinnier fry
Yes.
or a thicker fry?
Skinny.
I like the skinny ones too because you know that at least they're well cooked.
Oh.
And they're.
Oh.
Once you get in those thicker fries, you don't know what you're going to find in the middle. You know what I'm saying?
I hear what you're saying, Steve.
All right. You feel what I'm laying down? Oh. Let's move on without answering that one. For the Fun of It tournament, cereal for the month of May, sponsored by our friends at Savage Energy on the north side of the square in Sigourney. Get in there for some good stuff to get you going. I don't know if they have any Fruit Loops or Fruity Pebbles, though.
I doubt that.
Maybe they have like a
Maybe
Fruity
flavor?
Pebbles Loops.
I think they're more about the healthy. So
Yeah, I mean, they've got like Come On Barbie and
What?
this, that, and
They
oh yeah,
got a what?
Come On Barbie.
Come on, Barbie. Okay.
All right, so Fruit Loops versus Fruity Pebbles. I already know where you're at. We're on opposite sides of this one.
Yeah, we had this quick discussion last week. I'm Fruity Pebbles all the way.
And I'm Fruit Loops. Got a box of Fruit Loops waiting for me to eat them at home.
Waiting for me.
Once I get through my current box of Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Whoa, wait.
Yeah, I expanded.
That just brought up a whole new topic.
Okay.
So do you have to finish one box
Oh,
of cereal
yeah.
before you open it?
Yeah. I'm not letting...
What?
I am not opening...
Whoa.
That's my OCD, man.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
You finish. I finish things.
Well, that's fine, but you can finish it after
No, because the other one's sitting there getting old and not fresh.
See, that's my problem with a box of cereal. It's like, day 4 of Fruity Pebbles. I want to shake it up,
Nope. I'm finishing. I'm getting through one, and then I'll go to the next.
Man, that's a whole topic of the day. Wow. I
That's what I do.
I never thought about it, though.
That's what I do. Same with chips. If I open a bag of
really?
chips, I'm finishing the bag of chips before I'm getting into something else. They're not gonna sit there and get old.
Well, you don't have to let them sit for a week. I mean, chips around me last 2 days. But, I mean,
Yeah,
that's very interesting.
you found out a little bit more about me this morning.
No, it's cool.
My OCD. Fruit Loops, Fruity Pebbles. Last check, Fruit Loops were ahead.
Oh, rigged.
Voting on this goes till 6 p.m. tonight. Thumbs up for Toucan Sam or heart for Fred and Barney.
See, right
Flintstones.
there is what should be the winning factor. You're going to go for this weird-looking bird that doesn't exist, and then or two real people. Fred and Barney, real people.
Do you remember the Flintstones episode where the little green Martian guy is on?
Oh, yeah.
So I have a distinct memory. I had braces in high school, and I was at the orthodontist, sitting in the orthodontist room. You didn't know I had braces?
No.
Yeah. Orthodontist. I was sitting in the waiting room.
Uh-huh.
They had the Flintstones on.
Okay.
It was the episode, or one of the episodes with the little green Martian. And it just got me, it tickled me. And I was just sitting there violently shaking in my chair watching the Flintstones.
Wow.
While waiting to see the orthodontist. I remember, it's one of those clear memories that I have.
Well, that's very cool.
Yeah. There's your full tournament. So far, we've got Cheerios against Cinnamon Toast Crunch in the next round. We've got Frosted Flakes over there on the right-hand side, waiting the winner of this one. We'll take on the fruity winner of this matchup.
Fruity winner.
Loops against Pebbles. We've got...
As they're called on the street.
Yo, you got any loops? Hit me up with some Pebbles, yo. And if you're getting drugs, you have to say yo.
Yo.
Yo. Honey Nut Cheerios down there on the left. They'll take on Lucky Charms or Cocoa Pebbles. The Pebbles.
Pebbles good.
When you're on the street, yo, you have to clarify which ones you want, though. Yo, you got the Cocoa Pebbles? Yo, or you got Fruity. Yo. Lots of yos. And then Frosted Mini Wheats against Rice Krispies. That's kind of matchup.
Yeah.
That's kind of
I think we've had that discussion here recently.
Yeah, it's kind of a boring bottom right
Rice Krispies
corner.
is just something I have not eaten in years.
I mean, I think the winner out of that section, that bottom right section, is going to get destroyed by whatever comes out of up above it in the final four.
Poor Honey Bunches of Oats.
Or I don't know, maybe
Rice Krispies could fool you.
It fools me. So there's your matchup again. Get your votes in till 6. Next matchup will go up at 6 tonight, and that'll be Lucky Charms and Cocoa
Sweet.
Pebbles. All right, people are not going to see us quite yet, Neil.
Oh, yeah?
We're going to recap our weekend. Friday, we were at Barn Wired for the Iowa Music Showcase, and we had my buddy Eli from the Faster Horses, along with James, the fiddle player.
Yeah, very good.
Those guys were fun. And yes, Eli did have on that shirt that he always has on, and I forgot to ask him. We had a few different things going on afterwards that kind of distracted us from conversation with Eli.
Wow, did we?
And didn't ask him about why he always wore that shirt. But anyway, Eli and James. It was good meeting James, the fiddle player, and they put on a really entertaining, I don't know, it was about a 45-minute interview with live songs. So go back and check that out. Get yourself ready to go for the upcoming Expo concert in Sigourney this summer. Then on to Saturday morning, we went to the sports section. We had Ryan Morgan from Morgan You Asked For, the Sports and More podcast that goes up on Thursday nights here on Steve Shetler Media. He coaches girls golf in Ottumwa, and Ryan was in with a couple of the young ladies from Ottumwa Golf, and of course Jenny Hobbs is our host, so they were a great guest, and then also followed that up with Albia girls soccer. So yeah, that was a good show. It was a quick show. I mean, we were out of there by 8:30 because basically everybody on the show, Ryan, one of the Albia coaches, and Jenny Hobbs, all had to be somewhere else on Saturday. Everybody had something going on. So we got in, we got out, we moved on. But it was a good show. It was a good, solid show on Saturday morning. So that's what was happening there. All right. How was your weekend? Did you? Yeah, we were kind of talking a little bit. Did you have any happenings this weekend?
I'm trying to remember what happened Saturday. Wow, that was like 2 days ago.
Yeah, that's a long time to go.
And I'm old and I can't remember stuff. Not as good as I once could. It seemed like it was a good weekend all around. All I know is yesterday grilled out some burgers and brought some dogs.
Did you get to Walker's?
Yes, finally got to Walker's. Got me some ice cream. Man, oh man. It's like whenever anything opens up for the first time of the year or a brand new facility, whatever. Mm-hmm. The first day, I really didn't push to go.
Yeah.
It was Saturday before I was able to make it there. I was shocked, which a lot of people were confused. Like two other groups of people there, we were all under the impression it closed at 8.
Okay.
So this is like 10 till 8, and people are just pulling in like crazy. Everybody thought it was, we had 10 minutes, and then we're all finding out it was 9.
Oh.
So we're like, oh, okay. Well, by this point, it's too late. You're committed. And man, were they packed. Just drive-through packed, parking lot packed. They kept it together. They were slinging ice cream like they were professionals. I mean, that one girl, don't know what her name is. She would like get a scoop and just toss it over her shoulder, and the other girl right into the cone. It was awesome. They don't do that. But that would be pretty cool. So yeah, very, very cool to get out there.
What'd you have?
Yep. So I ended up, I shook it up.
Oh, shake it up.
Shake it up. Shake it up. I went with the cheesecake of the flavor of the week.
Steve Shetler Media.
Yes.
Flavor
Sorry.
of the week.
I did not ask for that at first. And they are annoying me outside.
A lot of people outside today.
I asked for the cheesecake, the flavor of the week, and Darian's like, I don't know what that is. I'm like, oh, I mean the Steve Shetler flavor of the week. She goes, oh, the cheesecake? I'm like, are you for real? But no, took that with some blueberry flavoring, some extra cheesecake bites, and some marshmallow, and threw it into a swirl.
Oh, wow.
Holy cow. I mean, I was tore up that night, but man, was it worth it.
Nice.
It was very good. Did you get any ice cream over the weekend?
We also, I drove through Saturday, probably about 7.
Yeah.
And
I was there later.
We got a couple of swirls. I got my normal Oreo with hot fudge swirl. Stacy got the cheesecake.
The Steve Shetler flavor of the week.
Steve Shetler Media flavor of the week cheesecake in a swirl with cookie dough.
Oh, that's good too. I like that.
Yeah, that's what we got. So yeah,
I like
it was
it.
good.
Are you a drive-througher?
It depends.
Really, I like to get out. Okay. Nobody in the car was okay with that. Why don't you go through the drive-through? Like, it's me. I have to be amongst the people. You know, I gotta.
You're a man of the people.
I am. I gotta be like, hey, what's going on? And oh, that guy don't like me. Hey, buddy. You know.
And then you're like.
So yeah, I had some ice cream. It was a good weekend. Saturday was gorgeous.
It was.
Gorgeous
It got
day.
hot Saturday. I didn't realize it.
Yeah.
I went outside and did like some yard work and stuff and went back in to check the National Weather Service equipment that I have at my house because I'm official like that. It was 87 degrees on Saturday.
I had not planned on that.
Yeah.
At all.
I was out like spraying weeds and stuff. And
see?
I knew it was warm, but I didn't think it was like hot.
So
but it was hot.
Did you notice your weeds wilting at all yesterday?
Yeah.
That's why. Because I was thinking the same thing. I sprayed for some dandelions and around a few things Saturday evening, and it was still warm. And I thought, well, that's the best time to spray is when it's hotter. And boy, it showed yesterday.
Yeah. Some of my weeds were black. You ever get that?
What were you using?
Death. I sprayed death on my weeds.
In town, I shy away from doing my normal mixture, which has diesel fuel in it. Because man, it'll zap stuff right now, but it will.
Would you start spraying and then light it on fire?
No, but it stinks for a few days.
Okay,
so I don't like doing that in town too much. So.
I was just using something, I don't even know what it was. Probably some Roundup.
Yeah.
Give me some cancer.
There you go. It'll do it.
In fact, I was spraying right around our mailbox when our mail was delivered. And I was like, don't breathe in too hard right now. It's like, oh, people, been seeing people spraying all over town.
Did you go right in her face?
Yeah, I was like, oh, well, open up. Have some fresh breath.
Open up. Wow. No weeds in you.
Yeah. You're weed free, my friend.
Oh, boy.
Let's see here. Let's look at some stuff here. On this date in history, which, by the way, it is Monday, May 12th.
You got to be kidding me.
We're almost halfway through May.
What?
It's insane in the membrane, Neil. Man. It's ain't got no brain.
Didn't we just start this in March?
Yeah. We're over 2 months into this now.
Wow.
This new venture. I tell you what, June 9th. I've heard something's happening on June 9th, by the way.
I
saw a brief little teaser thing at the beginning of this video. I don't know what they're talking about, but June 9th. All right. On this date, 1896, New York City.
New York City. Now you're quiet.
1896, the New York City Department of Health passed a health ordinance prohibiting spitting on the sidewalks or in other public places.
So I'm my bag is over here and I can't move. So all I hear is that noise, and I didn't see your facial expression. I'm like, what did they approve? Pooping on the streets?
No, you couldn't spit.
No.
Dewey.
Ding.
Yeah. Ding. 1896. That was a law. On this date in 1984, the World's Fair opened up in New Orleans or New Orleans. What do you say? Orleans or Orleans?
I think it depends on my mood.
All right. Good mood, you're saying what?
Yeah, I'm in good mood. I'm like New Orleans. And then if I'm just normal every day, it's like New Orleans.
And anyway, the World Fair in New Orleans eventually went bankrupt. That's why they don't have World's Fairs anymore. And then also on this date, 1998, a day after India's first atomic test blast in 24 years, neighboring Pakistan. India set off had an atomic test of some sort. 1998. In case you couldn't understand me, the neighboring Pakistan was a little upset about it. They said it was ready to test a nuclear device. Basically, the next day. So, yeah,
I'm surprised that those two. I didn't know that.
I don't think they are nuclear ready.
I was going to say, that surprises me.
I mean, basically, you have us, Russia, North Korea teasing, and Iran saying that they're going to blow us up. So
Yeah.
I think those are those the only?
Oh, doesn't China have stuff? I don't know.
Oh, they probably have
They're
something hidden.
China.
They probably got something ready to rock and roll.
I would imagine Bigfoot, he's got his own type of...
Bigfoot nuclear bomb. I mean, that's his nuclear bomb. Today on the National Day calendar.
Oh,
I love this one. It's National what?
Where I got to get this pulled up so I can look it up.
That's National Sapphire Segula Day. What's Segula?
I got to find where I was at last night. I was looking this stuff up
Yeah,
for
I
you.
bet you were looking at stuff on your computer. Sapphire Segula Day. What's Segula? Lay it on me.
I'm looking again.
Oh.
There are so many days that aren't on ours that's not even funny.
All right.
Sapphire.
Sapphire Segula.
Yeah, that's a
Or
weird...
Segula. Segula. I think it's Segula.
I wish
Looks like
Okay, I'm trying. Here it is. Come on, go!
Internet work.
Celebrating annually Day of Gratitude for single parents of special needs children.
That's what Sapphire Segula Day
The
is?
name Sapphire Segula is derived from the Hebrew words sapphire, meaning precious, and segula, meaning peculiar treasure.
That's interesting. It's International Nurses Day. So we thank all of our nurses out there.
Come on.
Come on, Barbie. It's National Fibromyalgia Awareness Day. You got to be aware of the fibromyalgia, Neil. Is that the stuff? Is that where you're... What is fibromyalgia?
For sure.
I feel like I know what fibromyalgia is. It's also Nutty Fudge Day. Yeah. I like Nutter Butter.
I do too.
You're still stuck on that other one. National Odometer Day.
Odometer Day.
I was going to say odometer.
Odometer.
That's a word that you really don't see very often.
Right. But
And
you
when
look at it every day.
You wanna,
But you look at the thing.
yeah, that's the odometer.
Yeah, and odometer day. It's funny that they made a day out of that. But did you know in some countries the odometer is called a mileometer or a tripometer?
Ah.
Yeah.
It's National Limerick Day. Do you have a limerick for us, Neil?
No. I don't.
Oh, once upon a time, I had a friend
I once
named
was a
Neil.
lad who who felt very glad. I went to the bathroom and
made everybody mad.
made everybody mad.
National Military Spouse Appreciation Day. That's a lot of words.
That is.
And we appreciate the spouses. That's not an easy gig.
It's not, necessarily appreciating them. Hats off to you.
Just the whole situation.
Yeah, hats off to you.
It's National Provider Appreciation Day.
This is a busy day.
It is. There's lots of days. So lots of things to appreciate and be aware of on this Monday, May 12th.
I don't think that they had anything else. There were some odd... Man, I tell you, tomorrow's loaded with some weird ones, too.
I just want to say you're my little Sapphire. Let's take a break.
Sapphire is the good one. Part of that. It was the Sigourney.
All right. That's what... All right. Well, let's take a break. Let's hear from some of our sponsors like Helmut Ford.
Hey, Clint, the new lot looks great.
Hey, Clint.
Hey. How you doing, Clint?
At Helmut Ford, our friendly atmosphere is not a surprise. It shows your family.
Hey, Dad. Frank's bringing in his Ford F-150 to get his engine checked out.
Did you tell him that we're home with a lifetime powertrain warranty on new and used vehicles?
Yeah, told him we'd take care of everything.
Great. Come on down to Helmut Ford and see for yourself.
We are always looking for ways to improve, and we do that by embracing new and better technologies.
With each of us having our own areas of expertise, we collaborate together to give you the best care possible.
Striving to give you the best smile, we believe doing things right the first time saves you both time and money.
Stam Garden Center. Transform your indoor and outdoor space with our stunning selection. Visit us today, open 9 to 6, Monday through Saturday, located at 2421 Highway 92, Oskaloosa.
Looking for more than just a job? Find a career where you make a difference right in your community.
What I appreciate about First Resources is our dedication to innovation, always looking for ways to expand programming and offer greater opportunities for our staff and everyone involved.
First Resources staff are amazing. They're committed and they are motivated and they are fierce advocates to help clients meet their goals.
If you're ready to join a team committed to making a difference, apply online and join us at First Resources.
2 years ago was the last time you heard me on the radio. That is about to change. See, where'd that come from again, Neil? It interrupted our programming. It was like that wasn't part of the commercial break. It just showed up. Somebody cracked into our system and played that thing again. I don't know.
Cracked in all right.
What does that thing mean? Stay tuned. I don't know.
I believe that means you're supposed to keep let's watch.
Let's watch. Brothers Market is our headline sponsor. Oski Dental sponsors our studios. We appreciate all those fine folks. Hey, coming up a little bit later on. Oh, do you have something?
Nope. Just wanted to clap my hands. I'm so happy it's Monday.
Hey, coming up a little bit later on this morning, we're going to be talking to Julie Tremmel and Lucinda Brooks. They're going to be coming in here. Let me get the graphic.
Where are they?
Let me get it. They're not here yet, my friend. We're going to be talking about the Sigourney Fireworks annual golf tournament on Saturday, May 24th at the Sigourney Golf and Country Club.
And that's coming right up.
That'll be here, and that's next in 2 weekends. So, yeah. Stuff going on. We're getting into that busy time of the year. Lots of things will be happening within our community and all of our areas.
School winding down.
Yeah.
Thank goodness.
Thank God for kids.
No, thank God that they're almost out of school.
Thank God for kids. Who sings that song? You remember?
Is it Lee Greenwood?
No.
Roger Whittaker?
Come on,
give me a second.
Come on.
Thank God for kids.
Thank God for kids.
Obviously didn't have kids.
It was the Oak Ridge Boys.
Oh,
let's go to things you need to know. All right. Mother's Day was yesterday. things you need to know. I don't know how they got this calculation in the last 24 hours, but they say that we spent $34.1 billion, that's billion with a B, on Mother's Day this year. $34.1 billion on Mother's Day. So, a lot of money being spent. That's
surprising. I mean,
yesterday and over the weekend.
Wow.
Probably lots of flowers, lots of gifts. I mean,
I would like to see that number. If we were smart, I would write it down somewhere and compare that to next Valentine's. See,
Valentine. I mean, boy, you'd think Valentine's would be like quadruple that number at least.
But I mean, it'd be interesting.
Yeah, we went and had a nice lunch just below us yesterday at Barn Wired.
Oh yeah, I was going to ask you how that went.
I had the Barnyard Bowl.
Is that a breakfast
That should
thing?
be on the menu every day.
Is that a breakfast thing?
That is.
That's what I figured.
Little hash browns, little sausage gravy, little eggs.
Was it good?
It was good.
Sweet.
I tell you. Moving on. Actress. Yeah, I spent my entire weekend at Barn Wired.
Yeah, you pretty much did.
Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So I'm just a regular there. Everybody knows your name. Actress Amber Heard. Did you heard what happened with Amber Heard?
No, is she okay?
Popped out some twins.
Oh.
She's the one that her and Johnny Depp had the nasty split.
Oh, okay.
So she obviously has moved on as she just welcomed in some twins.
Well, I guess so.
I don't think they're Johnny's either. Her rep told People that she is delighted to complete her family.
Oh.
Heard is also mom to 4-year-old daughter. How do you say that name? Una Page. OONAGH.
Unagi.
Unagi. Other stuff out of the NFL, you're interested, I know. New Orleans Saints quarterback Derek Carr calling it a career.
What?
Oh, it's true.
No.
Walking away from the NFL at the age of 34, he is set to retire. I mean, he's made his not billions, but millions and millions of dollars. So, Derek Carr.
Yeah, but what are the Steelers going to do without him?
I mean, he just retired from the Saints, so
the
Steelers should be all right.
Okay, well, good for the Steelers then.
Hey, Taylor Swift has been subpoenaed as a witness in Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni's ongoing legal battle.
What is all this? It keeps popping up. I don't know anything about it.
It's their behind-the-scenes conflict on the movie It Ends With Us.
Oh.
A spokesperson for Taylor, who they, for some reason, mentioned as 35 years old, which, can you believe that? Taylor Swift is 35.
Wow.
I mean, she started when she was just a teen.
Right.
But
she was still in high school, right? Like when she actually got famous, or, broke out.
I mean, the story was on her first single to radio when they used to send out like CDs. Like she was actually putting them in the envelopes and sending them out to radio herself. Anyway.
Huh.
But a spokesperson for T-Swizz, by the way, haven't done this forever. We're thinking of you, Swizzy.
We're thinking of you.
Taylor, her spokesperson, characterized the subpoena as a move to create tabloid clickbait. I mean, what does Taylor Swift have to do with this feud? And what could she possibly add to it other than eyeballs and, like they said, clicks?
Right.
I don't know.
It's just leave the poor
girl
alone.
Maybe they'll bring in Travis Kelce.
Oh yeah, is that still a thing?
Oh yeah.
No, I don't keep up with the tea.
Back to sports. Houston Astros pitcher Lance McCullers says that he has received online threats against his kids.
Oh
wow! After he had a bad start the other night against the Cincinnati Reds, he must have been pitching pretty bad, and crazy psycho obsessed fans are like making threats against him and his family.
How sad is that?
That's not cool.
Yeah, how sad is that when you actually are good enough to go on to a big stage such as the pros?
Yeah.
And whatever, you say what you want. Maybe they get overpaid, maybe they don't. Who cares? when is it okay to, because they're having a bad game, to threaten their kids?
Yeah. That's the world we live in, but you get keyboard warriors and psychos behind the computer.
Man.
Most likely, they're not going to do anything, but still, the fact that you go to the trouble of making a threat shows you're a sick individual. Several Les Mis cast members going to be boycotting the scheduled June 11th Kennedy Center performance because it will be attended by President Trump. So
there again, there's so much controversy within our own walls that it's just like, ugh. Okay.
What are they doing out there, Neil?
I don't know. It's waka 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 waka.
Somebody playing
shook it up a
Pac-Man
little bit. Then it
outside?
went waka 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 waka.
Is it real life Pac-Man outside?
I don't know. Wouldn't that be awesome?
Waka 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 waka. Warner Brothers has announced that Andy Serkis's The Lord of the Rings: The Hunt for Gollum, I know you're excited.
Oh, boy, am I.
Will open in theaters December 17th, 2027. Now,
are you excited?
I am excited.
Okay, I was being real. I mean,
so yeah, that's what, 2 years, about 2.5 years. So Riley and I will have to have a date on that night.
Huh.
Yeah, we're Lord of the Rings fans.
There you go.
Should be good.
Yeah.
Now because they have the 3 original Lord of the Rings movies, and then they came out with like the sequels after that, which weren't, I could live without ever seeing them again. So yeah, it's been hit and miss since then. And then that series on Amazon, haven't even bothered watching it. Lame-o. So hopefully they just stick with the way the original Lord of the Rings movies were, because those were
they
good.
probably know that looking back, they should have not faltered away, and they'll bring it back.
All right. Fingers crossed. Toes crossed, eyes crossed. Cameron Kinsey. Wow, how about this? A right-wing political commentator and former staffer under Donald Trump's presidential administration fainted mid-conversation during Thursday's episode of Fox News at Night with host Jonathan Hunt. I can't talk. The Fox News commentator is, quote, feeling much better and on the mend. So I'm sure there's footage of that out there, but I have not seen that. But yeah, the guy passing out on TV.
What was his name?
Cameron, which is Camryn.
Oh. Cameron
Kinsey passing out while on TV on Fox News. So kind of crazy situation there. Let's go to we'll talk about this later on, actually. So we'll save that. But yeah, we'll give you a little teaser here. There is a Chinese tech company that has filed for a patent on AI translating animal sounds into human speech. So we've got more on that coming up. We do have another story. According to a new survey, 7 in 10 Americans say that their financial stress is at an all-time high. So, yeah, stress.
Gotta love stress.
Virginia, a new law banning kids under the age of 16 from using their cell phones over an hour per day. That's...
How much?
An hour. You get 1 hour a day for kids 16 or under. That's... No, good luck.
Yeah.
Good luck on that.
Wow.
How do you even enforce something like that?
Right.
That's not going to happen.
Kids
are addicted to their phones at I don't even know what age anymore.
So if I was a kid and my parents were telling me to do that,
excuse me,
I would say, okay, that's cool. You're doing it with me.
Yeah. Everybody gets 1 hour.
Seriously. And how many of us could say we can only spend an hour on our phones, no more?
Yeah. For me, that would be
and a lot of people would say, "Oh, I'm not on my phone for an hour." Well, maybe not all at one time, but you add it all up. I'll bet you'd be surprised. Even the normal non-teenager is probably on their phone a lot longer than we want to admit.
Yeah.
So,
let's go to
by
music.
the way, your video of that girl fainting, it's everywhere out there.
Oh, is that a girl? All right, so Cameron's a girl.
Yeah,
is it something? She just passes out, or what?
Just
Oh, man.
Yeah, it's a little bit slow motion of then just a sudden boom on the counter.
All right, so look up Cameron.
It's not funny.
Yeah, we know the things that we laugh at. It's funny. Virginia. Oh, yeah, we just said that one. Let's go to the rock group, the Sex Pistols.
Yeah.
John Lydon, formerly known as Johnny Rotten.
Oh, yeah, Johnny Rotten.
You got to like a guy named
You
Johnny
bet.
Rotten. Says it's time for the Rolling... Oh, what is this? This took a twist. I thought we were talking about the Sex Pistols, but then Johnny Rotten says it's time for the Rolling Stones to retire. Okay.
Well, Johnny, you probably should as well, but...
Yeah.
Because you haven't been prominent for how long, but whatever.
Was Sid Vicious in the Sex
That
Pistols
sounds
too?
like it, yes. Yeah, I'm trying to remember
Sid
the
Vicious,
lineup.
Johnny Rotten.
Yeah.
I mean, those are some rock and roll names right there.
Yeah, they had it all figured
Sid
out.
Vicious also was a pro wrestler's name as well. So, in case you didn't know that, Sid Vicious was a gigantic guy. Come on in. Let's see here. We've also got another things you need to know. Chet Lemon. I know this is gonna tear you up, Neil.
Uh-oh.
Chet Lemon, a 3-time All-Star and World Series champion with the Detroit Tigers, died last week at the age of 70. You gonna be okay over there? You gonna be all right? I know you were a big Chet Lemon fan.
Yeah. No.
Sports.
No. No.
Sports.
I mean, too bad for him.
Ooh, here's some old people romance news. Real life couple Meryl Streep and Martin Short. How about that for a couple? They were photographed kissing while filming season 5 of Only Murders in the Building in New York City. New York City. Last Wednesday. They've apparently been dating for the past year. Meryl and Martin.
Isn't Meryl Streep somewhat tall?
Yeah, I'd say she definitely has the height
Martin
advantage
Short,
on him.
well, he lives up to his name.
Yeah.
Not that there's anything wrong with heights in a relationship. I'm just saying.
Have you ever been taller than, or has a girl ever been taller than you that you've dated?
Yes.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
All right.
It's awkward.
Did you have to get on your tippy toes to get a smooch?
No. It didn't last. It was no.
Was that the only one?
Yes.
Was there? All right, there was
Thank
only
goodness.
one. Okay.
Yeah, because it made me feel awkward and weird.
I never had that issue. I've always the taller.
Well, I'd hope so.
Yeah, seeing as I'm like 6'2", that would be weird. Staying on the subject of Only Murders in the Building.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Joining the cast for season 5 will be Renee Zellweger, her and her squinty eyes. Somebody named Logan Lerman, Jermaine Fowler, Christoph Waltz. Keegan-Michael Key. He's funny.
Oh, wow.
And Beanie Feldson. I don't know the majority of those people.
No.
And I've never ever seen Only Murders in the Building.
I saw the first 2 seasons, and I've just failed to keep on it. The first 2 seasons were great. But I love Martin Short and, what's his name?
Steve Martin?
Yeah. Thank you. I love those 2 guys together. They're hilarious.
Good stuff. Let's go back to news. Lester Holt says that, yes, he is stepping down as anchor of NBC Nightly News after 10 years, but he's not retiring. He says he has, quote, more news muscles to flex.
Whoa.
Is that what you call those?
Huh. News muscles to flex.
So Lester, hulking up. Krispy Kreme is not ending its partnership with McDonald's.
Huh?
They say they're reassessing it.
What are you talking about?
I don't know.
When
I
did
guess
they
it's
have a
thing.
partnership with McDonald's?
I never get to McDonald's in the morning, so
I didn't know they had anything to do with McDonald's. That sounds amazing.
they're saying they're pausing a phased market rollout of Krispy Kreme donuts to McDonald's restaurants across the country. So
That's like the best of both worlds, a double quarter pounder with a Krispy Kreme donut. Wow.
top it off with a Krispy Kreme. That'd be good stuff. I'm sure they'd sell a whole bunch.
I would buy it.
Let's see here. Let's go back to Taylor Swift, a Cape Cod home owned by Taylor Swift 13 years ago. is when she was 22, because we know that she's 35. Taylor Swift owned this house, is back on the market. Lots of room, about a little over 5,000 square feet. It could be yours for just $14.5 million.
That's it?
That's it.
Nah.
So, chump change.
Yeah.
$14.5 million. Researchers in Africa, they found that the honey guide birds... what's a honey guide bird?
Honey guide.
That's the first I've ever heard that. Will guide them to the location of beehives. But if not properly rewarded with some honey, they'll guide them the next time to instead some dangerous animals, they say. What is this story? This is the weirdest story we've read today.
Wait.
What's a honey guide bird? Are you Googling?
I'm trying.
Or are you using the Google machine?
Honey guide.
Honey guide bird.
Family birds.
Africa.
In the order Picaforms. They're also known as indicator birds. What do they do for humans? They exchange their knowledge of bees' nests and adapt skills at accessing the resources inside. I want to hear more about them turning, though. This sounds like
If there's no honey, they're going to take you to some animals, evidently. It doesn't say what kind of animals, but if you're in Africa...
Yeah. What?
Some lions, some tigers, some elephants.
This is weird. And there's not a lot. They're almost extinct. I never heard of a honey guide.
Got to watch out for those honey guides. A couple more things and things you need to know. One of Pope Leo's brothers, which, again, his real name is what? Donnie?
Yeah. No.
Don? Ron? Bob?
Was it? Yeah, it was Robert. Yeah.
Bob? Pope Bob?
Yep. And they're calling him Leo.
What?
And they're calling him Leo.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. I don't get it.
Yeah. One of the new Pope's brothers.
One of the new popes.
Says that before becoming the Pope, Leo watched the Conclave movie and used to play Wordle every day. So just, again, random stuff. Are you familiar with the Conclave?
No.
That's on. I know it's a movie that was out in theaters and then it's streaming now.
Okay.
But evidently Leo must have brushed up on the whole thing before getting.
Is Wordle? Is that like?
I don't.
Is that a game from Satan, or I mean, are they making it sound like it's a bad deal? He played this game, or what?
Wordle?
I mean, I don't understand what's happening here. He played Wordle. I don't know how they.
I think they're just saying that he's just kind of showing that he's a normal guy.
Oh, I was gonna say
he's a Wordle guy. And then finally in Japan, and again, we're going to get more on this a little bit later on, a man was granted admission to the Japan World Expo with a ticket that was bought back in 1940.
Huh?
I'm sure the prices have changed a little bit.
That's sort of cool.
I mean, I don't know the last time that I was at the Japan World Expo.
Oh, it's been a few years for me.
Yeah. So anyway, we'll get more on that a little bit later.
Interesting.
We're still waiting on Julie. Okay.
Hey, Julie, are you up? Are you,
if Julie, if you're watching, hurry up.
You're laying in bed watching. You're supposed to be here.
No, it was 8 o'clock. I think is what we were shooting for. Let's go to the impossible. Today's impossible. It's impossible question. All right, today's impossible questions. Americans throw away 26 million of these per day.
Whoa, what?
What are we talking about? Americans throw away 26 million of these per day. That's a lot of something.
So it's got to be something that you and I...
It's an everyday, it's something that everybody uses. So think about that. Let's go to the comments. Good morning to you, Bubby. We got Dan, we got Patrick, Sandy, Amber, Jackie, Sandy, Peg, Dixie, Monica, Sherry, Nancy, Eloise, Amber, Sherry, Amber. So, question of the day. Today's impossible question. Americans throw away 26 million of these per day. What are we talking about? Something that everybody uses.
I'm trying to think of something, how often I walk to the trash can. I'm thinking something along the lines of like napkin or...
Sherry Westendorf is guessing Q-tips.
Q-tips, there you go. Good morning, by the way, Sherry. I'm thinking more like I don't have a clue. This is
It's not
toilet
Q-tips.
paper.
No.
I don't know. Blowing your nose, Kleenex. I don't know. What is it?
Batteries.
Oh, come on. I don't throw away batteries every single day.
Well, 26 million people do. I mean, how many million people are in the world?
I don't remember the last time I threw away a battery.
Battery. So yeah,
Wow,
26
I
million
would've
batteries
never
get
got
thrown
that.
away every single day.
That's a lot of batteries.
Let's take a little bit of a break. Where did I leave off with our commercials? That is the question. Let's hear from some of our fine sponsors like Falvey Lumber.
Build it together. Build it with Falvey Lumber.
Are you building a new house or maybe wanting to do a remodel? Come check out our showroom at Falvey Lumber and Hardware's Eddyville location. Cook kitchen cabinets, masonite interior doors, and more. Not sure what you want? Let us help with the design and layout of your new kitchen or remodel. At Falvey Lumber and Hardware, we can help with any room in the house, from lumber for building to shower enclosures, paint, and more. Choose Falvey Lumber and Hardware with locations in Eddyville and Albia.
Life's better when you're under our roof. Because when you feel totally protected, your family's free to enjoy their dreams.
Try it again. You're getting the hang of this. Good job.
American Family Insurance.
Contact Christy Tarr in Oskaloosa at 641-673-8965.
Keokuk County Medical Clinic is your one-stop shop for healthcare. Our behavioral health providers offer a wide range of services to help you reach your goals. We have multiple family practice providers who see patients of all ages for acute and chronic care. Through a partnership with Bloom Pediatrics of Ottumwa, McKenna Bond, ARNP is here on Wednesday and Friday mornings to give your child the special care they need. Libby Dasso, PAC, is here for all your rheumatology needs. Jack's Corner Drug is located just down the hall for your convenience.
Schedule your next dental appointment with Dr. Dan Schuster at Oski Dental, 641-673-4845. They're accepting new patients. Oski Dental will file all of your insurance forms for you. They're a Delta dental provider. And Oski Dental is located at 902 South 17th Street in Oskaloosa. That's Oski Dental, 641-673-4845. We make smiles happen at Oski Dental. Mahaska Drug in Oskaloosa. It's more than a drugstore. They offer framing, merchandise like collectibles, a gift shop, crafts, college gear, and more, plus cards, candles, and a whole lot more. Mahaska Drug is open late and on the weekends to fit your lifestyle. For more than just a drugstore, call 641-673-3439 or stop by Mahaska Drug at 205 North E Street in Oskaloosa. Mahaska Drug. It's more than a drugstore. 2 years ago was the last time you heard me on the radio. That is about to change. There it was again, Neil. I don't know.
What'd you move?
That thing keeps... Yeah, we're back on. Get your glasses off.
I wasn't even paying attention.
Neil, we're going back on.
That was fast.
It was. That's what...
Ooh. Yeah.
Let's, it's 8 o'clock. Let's go ahead and jump. I'll let you get your running shoes on. You ready?
I'm ready.
All right, get over there to the weather lab. Let's get a look at our forecast. Are you there? All right.
I'm there. Why is everything freezing up on me? This is not cool. Forecast for you today brought to you by the Garden Gate in Sigourney. Mostly sunny skies today and a high near 84. Partly cloudy tonight. Overnight low of 59. Slight chance of some rain tomorrow. 40% chance to be exact. A high near 80 and 59 tomorrow night under clear skies. Pretty blah forecast, but summer is here and it's going to be a nice one.
Let's see here. Looking ahead to Thursday, high of 84, then into the 70s for the weekend. So, hey, we'll take that.
Oh, yeah.
Back into those 70s. All right, our weather is sponsored by the Garden Gate on the east side of the square in Sigourney. Let's take a look at our community calendar. It's brought to us every weekday by Enchanted Events. Of course, they're located just south of Sigourney, right off of Highway 149 for weddings, graduations, reunions, and so much more. Contact Mel or Chelsea to schedule your next event at, let's see here, Enchanted Events. I was about to call them Barnwired for some reason. Barnwired's on my brain. We're going to be talking to Julie and Lucinda here momentarily about the Sigourney Fireworks Annual Golf Tournament. That comes up on Saturday, May 24th at the Sigourney Golf and Country Club. Make sure you put that on your calendar for here in a couple of weekends. Also coming right up, Oskaloosa having their Friday After 5. That'll start on May 30th with Aftershock. Our friend Steph Reynolds, her band coming to Oskaloosa on May 30th. They've got Stephen Banky and the Flatland Band, and also Side Hustle on June 13th, the Friday After 5 events in downtown Oskaloosa. And then also, I think we may have talked about this last week, but the EBF female wrestlers, going to be having a kind of a tip night type of thing going on at the Ottumwa Pizza Ranch. And they're doing a fundraiser. They're selling some raffle tickets for a big event that they've got coming up. So put that on your calendar. The EBF female wrestlers at the Ottumwa Pizza Ranch. That is your community calendar, sponsored by Enchanted Events. Let's go ahead and jump into our birthdays for today.
It is birthday time.
The birthdays. Happy birthday, and God bless you. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
To you, do the honors,
Birthdays
Neil.
today brought to you, as always, by Hometown Real Estate. Nikki Leathers, your broker, owner, and realtor. And I am reading as I'm looking for, I know I have a couple of locals on my side that I'm trying to find if I could get back there, and I will get to them. Happy birthday today to Angie Foster. Happy birthday. Also to Jake Ives. And then Kurt Lunsford, also celebrating a birthday. Yeah.
That guy can drum. He can run some lights and sound, too.
Oh.
You know that?
I did not know that, I guess.
He's got his own. He doesn't drum that much anymore, I don't think. But his big gig now is running lights and sound for bigger concert events.
Well, cool.
Yeah.
So, yeah, happy birthday to them. Also, happy birthday to Mark Dahl and Steve Lowenberg. I had a couple extras up there from the Oskaloosa area.
Okay.
Celebrity side of things, Steve Winwood.
Higher love.
I was going to ask, what song was it?
Baby.
Yes. I don't remember it sounding quite that distinct. But I know what song you mean. He's 77.
Yeah.
Bruce Box. He's a... Box.
You remember him. He was in Bruce Boxleitner. What was the show he was in back in the 80s? Something.
Bruce Box.
I'm going to look him up.
Okay.
You keep going.
Bruce Boxleitner. He's an actor. He's 75. Billy Squire is 75 years old, singer, and man, could he could sing. What? Kix Brooks is 70 years old. One of the singers, of the duo Brooks and Dunn.
Yeah, just in case you didn't know.
70? That doesn't seem right. Actor Ving Rhames, 66. Why is everyone getting old?
I know.
Oh my gosh. Actor Emilio Estevez is 63. Stephen Baldwin, 59. Tony Hawk is... This is depressing.
Scarecrow and Mrs. King. Sorry for interrupting.
Yeah, I do remember
That's
that.
what Bruce Boxleitner was in.
Yes, I do remember that show. Okay. Well, how can Tony Hawk be 57?
I know. All these cool people are
I know. And the last I
there.
knew, Tony Hawk is still... I think he's got 1 or 2 boys now. And, of course, they're
little hawks,
turning into little hawks on the skateboards. But he's still out there showing them how to do stuff. And
sure.
It just blows my mind. I'd fall and break my hip. He's out there skateboarding. But and Rami Malek. Who is he?
Rami Malek.
Who is it?
He's the actor. Have you ever seen the show Mr. Robot?
All
right.
No.
He's in that, but then he played the role of Freddie Mercury in the movie Bohemian Rhapsody.
And how do you say his name?
Rami Malek.
Don't care.
He's an interesting looking fella.
Yes, that's why I
mean, he's
don't.
very unique.
Yeah, he gives me
a great actor.
He gives me the heebie-jeebies.
Watch Mr. Robot. It is good.
Really?
Yeah. Highly recommended.
I'll take your word for it.
Yeah, that's a great list of
that's a lot
celebrities.
of birthdays, but
and you know what I'm just now noticing is they're all guys on the celebrity list. What the heck? There were no
sexist
girls.
Much?
No girls on this.
Right. That's all right, Steve, because with the girl, you get two of them in a room and they're just over here chitter-chattering and oh yeah, whisper. I didn't mean to oversleep. Oh, I know. Do I smell okay? Does my hair look good?
Let's before we get to our guests, let's hype up what's coming up this weekend. We've got that fella, Jared Benson, going to be making his debut this Friday at Barnwired for the Iowa Music Showcase. Jared coming to us all the way from the Fort Dodge area. So they've got a bunch of country artists up around Fort Dodge. So Jared Benson, again, making his debut, will be at Barnwired live with a live interview, live music from Jared Benson, 11:30 to noonish, coming up this Friday. And then we'll have the sports section Saturday morning at 8 a.m. live from Barnwired. We'll be talking to area coaches and athletes, so tune in for those shows. Again, live in person, live on Facebook, YouTube, or listen to it afterwards in podcast
Please turn them on because they're dying over here to talk. Like you're trying to tell the people what they want to hear,
there we go.
And they're over here like, blah, 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 blah. And oh my goodness! Hey, good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. Are we on?
We're on. We are live.
I can't
and
hear
living
me.
Color.
We were going to go on 10 minutes ago, Julie.
Live in Memorex.
We found out you were still in bed.
No, he told me 8:15.
She's just fine. She's totally fine.
See, Neil is mean to me.
This is true.
So we got Julie Tremmel. We've got Lucinda Brooks here. Julie representing the golf club. Lucinda representing Keokuk County Bowl, and of course the fireworks. Are you on like the fireworks committee?
Yes.
Or just maybe state your official role.
I don't know if I have one.
She is.
I take care of all the fundraising to pay for the fireworks.
Okay. All right. And of course that is always a huge deal here in Sigourney on the 4th of July. The fireworks always a great way to cap off the festivities. So what's going on? What do we got going on?
Well, we have a golf tournament coming up, a fundraiser for the fireworks. Yep. So I'll let her tell you what she wants to say.
It's May 24th. It's a 4-person best shot, $40 a person. And then we do, the golf course gets paid, and then we keep part of it as a fundraiser, and then we pay out also. So we've done this for 3 or 4 years now.
Well, I've been there 5. I think you've done it every year. Haven't you?
Maybe 5.
Okay.
I don't know.
We've
done it a while.
Was I there for your first one?
I think so.
I mean, did you have any before me?
No.
Oh,
it's just
5
you.
years then.
Just
5
you,
years.
Julie.
See,
all right,
we
so
really
we figured out that it's been 5 years.
Yes. So had we been able to talk a little bit and decide what we were going to say,
don't look at me.
We would have seemed maybe more prepared, but
maybe.
They didn't know they were coming in to do this until 20 minutes ago. Apparently.
Yeah, well, I know, but it's Monday morning, kind of early.
Yes, you're right.
What about food?
Well, I don't have a food truck yet. Okay. I've had everybody back out, so all else fails, I'll have to cook, which is okay.
Okay,
but
so we'll
if anybody
feed
has a
people
food truck that wants to come,
oh yeah, anybody have a food truck that wants to come on May 24th, Saturday morning?
Here's your opportunity.
There you go.
Yeah. Get a hold of us.
Neil, you got a food
Normally,
truck?
I can make something happen.
So
Can you make some hot dogs?
Yeah, and I have hot dogs too, but I am curious about the fireworks. Like, does it take a tremendous amount of money to put on? Because it's a fabulous show.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
it is.
You can't really
For
beat
small
it.
town Iowa, it's great.
It is.
Yeah.
It's one of the best, I think it is the best around. So
our guys that are on our committee, most of them are on the fire department here in town, but there's a few that's not. They're wonderful. They come up with what we're shooting. They wire the trailer. They spent all day that day wiring the trailer. preparing it, and then they have to stay with the trailer. Like they can't leave it once it's ready.
Yeah.
And they're amazing. There's about 10 of them, and I take them food so they don't get growly. But they're amazing people.
I mean, that's a big commitment because, I mean, it's the 4th of July. There's all sorts of stuff going on that they could be at instead of being there. But
and they have to have be trained. Don't they?
We do. We take a course every 3 years. They have to update their license. And they don't spend that time with the family.
Yeah.
You know, for how many ever years they've been on the fireworks part of it. They're always there. So we appreciate them. I appreciate them very much. Sure. I do get to watch from my parking lot, which is like the best show. But
good to know.
Yeah.
They're early.
Yeah.
Is your parking lot full usually during?
Not overpacked.
Even
you could
better
probably
to know.
still squeeze in. Yeah. Yeah. It's usually pretty good.
You should charge.
I know someone said that once. I was like, no, that would make me feel
the
bad.
Hat, probably.
Oh, yeah.
The cheerleaders used to do that. They would go around and collect.
We did a few years, but I was like,
I mean, charge and then put it back towards the fireworks.
Right.
Well,
right.
yeah, just as
we kind of passed the hat. It was a bucket.
Yeah.
And we put it back into the fireworks, but it takes a lot of, they're planning in December what we're purchasing for fireworks, and we usually have those paid for by the first of the year.
Huh.
And so we have meetings a couple of times a year just to kind of get a game plan together.
Yeah. So you're having a golf tournament. What else do you do to raise money for fireworks?
We have our Sigourney board that we still have some. We've lowered those to $25.
Show them the beautiful cover you have.
I have lots of them left. There's the box.
Yeah.
It's lovely.
We got local businesses here in Sigourney to help pay for those.
Yeah.
There's a Steve Shetler Media logo on there.
There
too.
is right there.
Tremmel backhoe. I told
he's
Lucinda,
worth $140.
I bought one, and
I picked one of the cheap businesses.
No, that's good.
I've never. No, that's not what. Oh, it's like
it's like the little light blue ones, whatever they are.
Yeah, well, I see Tremmel backhoe's $150.
Yeah,
and I have the game at home, but I've never opened it. And
there's a lot of people that don't.
And that's why we were talking about that very quietly.
Not that quiet. It makes it worth more when you go to resell it here in 100 years. It's still in the plastic.
Exactly.
Right. Well, it comes to the point. It's like once you don't open it, it's like, ooh, I haven't opened it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I opened this one so people could see what it looked like. So,
that's very cool.
Yeah.
And where can people buy Sigourney-opoly at?
We have them at the bowling alley. I'll take them to the golf course that day of the golf tournament. So I'll have some there. Holly keeps some over at the building over there. She has some of she has some of those over there also. So
$25.
Yeah, $25.
And at the golf course is ready to go. It's looking really pretty these days. And the boys and girls teams, I put on my sickle shirt. Last year they were sickle champs, and we're hoping for that again, and hoping to go to state with the boys and girls golf. So still taking memberships. It's not too late to join the country club.
Let's put you on the spot. Like, are there certain nights for certain activities? I know is there like a ladies' night and all that stuff?
Yeah, ladies play on Wednesday morning and Wednesday evening. Men's league is Thursday night. They've started. And so I think it's too late to join that, although sometimes they need subs. Tuesday nights starting in June, they'll have 2 for Tuesdays, $2 hot dogs, $2 golf, $2... maybe $2 beer, maybe. Okay. Everything's 2 for Tuesdays and Twofers, yeah. But it's FORE, like four.
What nice play on words!
Wow.
Yeah. So and that league, you have to commit to that all summer long. And with 2 for Tuesdays, it's just if you can come this week, fine, and if you can't, that's okay too.
So on Tuesdays, you don't have to be good.
Exactly. Well, and even on league, they handicap those, so.
I'm guessing they would like it better if you knew how to play golf at least.
Oh yeah, in league, league. They probably are more.
It gets a little bit more snooty,
right?
Yeah. They have better meal. We have hot dogs. They have like meals.
Oh,
nice meals. Are you having a silent auction during your?
We are. You can still donate to it because we don't have very much stuff yet. But we got like Pampered Chef Karen Morris donated. Diane Mathers did Scentsy. A little like $50 gift card or something. So that's always a battle. So we normally have all the whole sponsors. People can sponsor the whole businesses, and then we do a silent auction. And I usually run that live. Like I'll get on Facebook and post our stuff, and you can bid on it and just stop out and pick it up before we're finished.
Yeah, because the 4th of July is special here, and just it is. And I got to get a little plug in, for also the 4th of July, we'll have our Lucky Duck drawing. I'm on the fountain committee, and we'll be selling ducks for the, I think there'll be 3 $100 winners again. You can buy, I'll be selling duck. Not just me, several of us will be selling ducks. So buy a duck to support the fountain. Come to the country club. Is that Saturday, a couple weeks, come and support the fireworks, and everybody come out and have a good time.
You got something to say over there?
What's it take to get a duck?
$5.
$5
and then the duck, we throw however many 700, 800, 900 ducks into that fountain, and then we draw out 3 lucky duck winners.
Okay.
And they always pick some unsuspecting person to get into the fountain to pick the winner.
I've never went on purpose.
They bid on that. So if you want to get in there, and that's because the police will throw you out if you get in that fountain.
Yeah, I do know this for a fact.
And so there's that one day, and we're drawing on July 5th. I think that's the Saturday when they have the band out here. That's the day we're going to draw. We used to draw on the 4th, but this year I think it'll be the 5th, kind of the big night. When are the fireworks? On the 4th?
On the 4th.
Yeah. That's good to know, too. A lot going on. But we're drawing on the 5th, so that gives us another day to sell ducks. And yeah. A lot. They have the committee, that 4th of July committee has some good ideas going this year. So.
Yeah. They're having a wiffle ball tournament that is anti-old people.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's for kids only.
Yeah. They brought it up, and I was like, oh, good. I want to play some wiffle ball. And they're like, no, it's only for like little kids.
Yeah.
Yeah, wiffle ball is fun.
We're not trying hard enough.
Yeah.
No, we're kidding.
Yeah. I'm highly offended that I don't get to play wiffle ball.
Well, and
I'm going to just run with that through July 4th.
They're always looking for people to come up with ideas of things they would like to run themselves.
Old people wiffle ball.
Lots of ideas out there. Few people want to step up and, get the ball rolling.
Exactly.
Or even if it's a wiffle ball.
Yeah. Wiffle ball slow pitch.
We could even dumb it down a little bit easier and go kickball.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, seriously,
that's probably more physically dangerous to.
Right, but
I'd like tear an ACL or
I just want to kick somebody in the face. Remember those days? That was
good
fun.
Old kickball.
Yeah.
But again, main focus of what we're talking about here. Sigourney Fireworks Annual Golf Tournament coming up Saturday, May 24th. You still have time. It's at Sigourney Golf and Country Club. Maybe I spaced this off when we were talking about it earlier. People need to pre-register for this.
Yep, at the golf course.
Yep, you can call when somebody's there. They can sign you up or stop in. And when you do register, make sure you let us know if you need a cart. We want to make sure we have plenty of carts for people. Okay. And there's room. There are... Did you?
We had 20 last year.
Yeah, and there's several signed up this year, but there's room. So we can make.
And that's 20
teams.
Yeah,
and the teams are what? 4?
4 person.
4 person.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. So a bunch of people will be out golfing. Yeah, having fun and a good time. Fingers crossed, it'll be good weather.
Oh yeah.
And good stuff. Lots of stuff happening at the Golf and Country Club here in Sigourney, and of course 4th of July will be here before we know it. I mean. Neil and I were talking, man. We're basically halfway through May already. So June's around the corner, and then we'll be coming right up on the 4th of July. So, any final plugs before we get out of here today?
No. I think we're good.
I think we're good.
If people need more information, they can either contact the golf club.
Yep, and that phone number is 641-622-3400.
Okay. Or I'm assuming they can get a hold of you at the bowling alley?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. So check it out. It's coming up again on Saturday, May 24th. The Sigourney Fireworks Annual Golf Tournament, raising funds to go towards the fireworks. Well, ladies, thanks for coming in today.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And maybe if there's anything else going on, golf club wise, 4th of July wise, come back in. We'll talk to you about it again.
All right. Thank you.
That is
Thanks.
Julie and Lucinda for that that annual golf tournament coming up on Saturday, May 24th. Let's go ahead and get some commercials in here on Just Another Morning Show. And once I can find where I need to be on my screen, which is always helpful, we'll come back after this.
Oski Fazanti Pink is a refreshing, sweet, fizzy pink wine with tropical fruit aromas, including pineapple and lychee, followed by the zing of green apple and citrus on the palate. It pairs nicely with desserts and is a great wine for celebrating special events. Oski Fazanti Pink is available at Tassel Ridge Winery and at some of our more than 350 retail outlets in Iowa. If you don't see Oski Fazanti Pink from Tassel Ridge Winery in your favorite store, ask the manager to get it for you.
The mission of Essence of Life Hospice is to provide comprehensive, coordinated care to individuals with life-limiting illnesses and to their families, and to support them in the process of death and bereavement. Our goal is to provide palliative care that addresses the physical, psychological, and spiritual dimensions of service for the terminally ill as an integrated whole. We pride ourselves on providing the highest quality care and are on call 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. For more information, visit essencehospice.com. Walker Drive-Thru at 820 West Jackson Street, Sigourney, is a locally owned specialty ice cream shop, which also serves sandwiches and appetizer-style foods. Try one of their many delicious Savage Swirls, a Tenderloin, a Savage Right, salads, nachos, sides, and drinks. It's all at Walker Drive-Thru at 820 West Jackson, Sigourney. Follow them on Facebook and find the link to order online. And be sure to try the Steve Shetler Media Flavor of the Week at Walker Drive-Thru. Hey, we thank Brothers Market in Sigourney for being our headline sponsor. We thank Oski Dental for being our studio's sponsor. And we thank all of our advertisers here on Steve Shetler Media. We're doing Just Another Morning Show. Thanks to Julie Tremmel and Lucinda Brooks for coming in and talking to us about the golf tournament coming up on May 24th for the fireworks fundraiser. So should be a lot of fun. Neil?
I like fireworks.
Fire.
I'm now realizing that I may have a new spot to park.
Oh, yeah. At the bowling alley.
Yeah. Which now after this show, there's going to be a whole nother, 12 people. They're all going to be parking down there, so we still won't get a spot.
Yeah, parking is sometimes a premium for the fireworks. Man. Roads are lined with vehicles.
Yep. It is amazing when you think about the fireworks we have here in Sigourney, how it has grown through the years. As a kid, they were still cool back then even, but and maybe it's just your mentality then as a kid growing up. You're like, hey, whatever, they're fireworks. But it's been a big thing for a long, long time.
Sure.
It's cool.
Let's get weird, shall we?
That is
Always
weird.
All right, let's go to the bottom of the ocean, Neil. There's a beer bottle found at the bottom of the ocean. Yes, while exploring the vehicle, whatever you want to call it, submarine.
Oh yeah,
whatever was going to the bottom of the ocean. Sure. It's called the Challenger Deep.
Oh.
A point 35,000 feet below sea level.
Wow.
Was stunned to find a lone glass beer bottle resting at the bottom of what they call the abyss. This person shared a photo of their find on social media with the caption, "What did we see upon first touching bottom?" They say a beer bottle. And evidently the post got a lot of people that were outraged by this.
Oh.
Of course they were.
Yeah.
They say, one person said, further evidence that we must, as humanity, do better by the ocean.
Huh.
Can't we just be like kind of, interested in that a beer bottle is at the bottom of the ocean?
Yeah, I mean, I would think the right company out there would be like, somebody figure out what kind it was. And they're going to run with that as a marketing scheme.
Yeah.
Our bottles are so good they can handle the depths of the sea.
Do a commercial.
Yep.
Where they discover this beer bottle at the
Our
bottom
bottles
of the
can
ocean.
handle anything.
Other weird news, a mom who thought she was just giving honest advice accidentally triggered a breakup between her own son and his girlfriend.
Oh, no.
Let's go to Reddit for this story, where the anonymous mom confessed that she might have gone too far after telling her 20-year-old son's girlfriend that she, quote, deserves better. Apparently, the son has been in a slump. No job, no college plans, lots of video games and parties. Meanwhile, the girlfriend is in college, training to be a doctor, and is an accomplished swimmer. So the mom basically told her, quote, put yourself first and do what you want. So the girl ended up breaking up with the son. So way to go, Mom.
No, not way to go, Mom. That hurts when you're on the other end of that.
Yeah.
I mean, you've never had moms talk bad about you growing up.
Have you had that experience before? Just a couple of times?
I had one mom that just did not care for me at all. Man, despised me.
Huh.
It's weird.
It's weird how that happens. Let's go to New Jersey. Toms River, New Jersey, an Episcopal church's proposal to build a homeless shelter on its 11-acre property has clashed with the town's redevelopment ambitions. Basically, this church has all this land.
Uh-huh.
They want to build a shelter
Sounds
for homeless
great.
people, but
Yeah.
yet the city and the people around them don't want that. They think it'll bring down property values. The church leaders are not giving in, though. They are not going to sell their land and are emphasizing their commitment to community outreach. So,
Well, yeah. I mean, it's not like they're wanting to put up a nightclub. You know,
Strip club.
they're doing something very, very good. Come on.
Yep. All right, so we touched on this earlier. A global study that originated at the University of California, San Diego's Department of Cognitive Science.
Whew, that's a lot of words.
And has now extended to 47 different countries around the world, is studying dog communication. As part of their study, owners have been training their dogs to tell them what they want by mashing buttons with their paws to express words in various human languages. Okay, maybe this isn't the same story.
Oh.
But it's similar.
Yeah, what's going on?
The purpose of the global study is to determine whether the animals are actually communicating or if they're just forming behaviors to secure treats for themselves. All right, so this is not what we were talking about earlier. We were talking about an AI system that was going to translate
which that one intrigued me.
Animal noises. All right, so this is different. So these are just dogs jumping up and down and mashing buttons to get a treat.
They know that, hey, that big red button, I get a treat.
One guy says, quote, at the very least, this tells me that they understand what those buttons means because they could have pressed anything else, and that they are capable of understanding that the human needs to perceive what's going on in order to respond and to communicate. So, whatever.
I mean,
animals know how to get their treats.
Well, or do a lot of things. I mean,
our dog Stella, she doesn't do it with me. That's funny because she doesn't do this with me. But when Stacy gets up in the morning, Stella, our little 13-year-old fluffball Yorkie mix, who has a little bit of an attitude, which is why we love her. She immediately in the morning starts barking and yelling. We call it yelling,
right?
Like she's yelling at Stacy to give her a treat. There's these greenies that our dogs just absolutely love, and they expect them from Stacy. Again, they don't do this with me. They don't expect the greenie from me because I never give them treats.
Well, because you're mean.
You guys get food,
right?
You eat the food,
yes.
So they know not to bother me. But I mean, Stacy wakes up and
really
give me the treat. So
That's interesting because I was going to go somewhat similar story. Yeah, our dog Mister. I don't know. To me, he just seems like he's dumb half the time. And if he really, really wants to go out, he'll just go over by the door and just plop down on it, on the floor. Like, dude, I'm going to sit here until you let me out.
Yeah.
But anybody else, and he's just going nuts, jumping on him, doing this. I think he needs to go outside. I don't think so. He's not sitting by the door. Sure enough, he has to go out. Why do dogs do that? I don't get it. It's just weird.
Finally, in some weird news today, we'll talk about some AI. NBA star Russell Westbrook has ventured into the tech industry by launching a startup that utilizes artificial intelligence to streamline funeral planning. Again, we're using artificial intelligence to streamline funeral planning.
Okay.
What does that mean?
Yeah.
Well, the company aims to simplify end-of-life arrangements, offering personalized services that cater to individual preferences and cultural traditions. I'm still not really understanding. By integrating AI, the platform can guide users through complex decisions this is just what people do.
Yeah.
Why would you go through AI? By selecting caskets to organizing memorial services, ensuring a more manageable process during emotionally challenging times. So
it seems to me like we're trying to see exactly what all we can put onto AI, because I don't know why, but they're just wanting to do away with the human race.
AI?
I mean, seriously, they... Come on. That was sort of dumb.
It was. It was a waste of my time.
No, it was not.
Waste of my time, your time,
you let the
and
people
the
know.
viewers' time.
You let them know.
I let them know. Let's go to the files of law and disorder in Helsingborg, Sweden.
Whoa.
Borgi.
Yes.
A 24-year-old mom in Sweden was fined approximately a little over $2,000 after cracking an egg on her daughter's forehead during a TikTok video.
Have you ever seen that?
No.
Oh my gosh, it's hilarious.
They just smash it.
And it's viral. I mean, everybody's done it through the years. Yeah, they say they're going to crack an egg. The kid's sitting here.
They get
the mom's
closer.
got the egg in a bowl, and they're going to crack it. And then when the kid's is least expecting it, smash them on the head and puts the egg in the bowl. It's hilarious. It's funny.
The incident was part of a viral trend where, again, parents prank their children by cracking eggs on their heads. The mother had told her daughter they would bake an apple cake together, but instead she cracked an egg on the kid's forehead, causing the yolk to run down her face. The child expressed discomfort and asked her mom to stop, but the recording continued and was later posted online, getting about 100,000 views. Come here, Neil. I'm going to put an egg on your face. A viewer reported the video to authorities.
Oh, come on.
Leading to the mother's conviction for harassment by their local district court. The prosecutor criticized the act as degrading and reckless. I mean, that's why it's fun.
Right.
Emphasizing the humiliation
come on.
inflicted on the child.
Come on.
The mother defended her actions by stating it was a popular trend at the time, but the court did not accept it. They, again, fined her $2,070.
That's ridiculous. Some of the best ones are, there was one I watched where the little boy, the mom cracks it on his head, and his reaction was like he's getting all pumped up, like, I'm going to hit you. And then the only other better one was the girl. The mom cracks it, and before she can even get the egg off the girl's forehead, that little girl, whop, just swings right at her mom. They're just for fun. It didn't hurt her.
But it hurt her on the inside emotionally.
Oh, my goodness. I'm going to go do that to a kid today now.
And make sure you film it.
I will.
Send it to Steve Shetler Media so I can get the views. How about a strange law? Let's go to St. Croix, Wisconsin, where women, and evidently this is a current law on the books, women may not wear red in public. Well, maybe it was an old law, maybe it's a current one, but St. Croix, Wisconsin. And the thing is, if you're like a Wisconsin Badger fan, the college team, I mean, they're red and white. So,
What? That's sort of messed up.
Live in St. Croix, Wisconsin.
That's it. I mean, that's a law. You can't wear
That's
red.
it. Women may not wear red in public. What if their company that they worked for had like red colors?
Well, yeah, I don't.
And like they had like,
red polos.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah. Anyway, let's go to the duh.
Duh.
In some duh today, in a bold move, U.S. Education Secretary Linda McMahon, who of course is known as being Vince McMahon's wife, WWE fame, Linda, the Education Secretary, sent a stern letter to Harvard University accusing it of harboring violent foreign students and lacking academic rigor. However, the letter's numerous grammatical errors quickly overshadowed its content, leading to widespread mockery online. Now, social media users highlighted the letter's spelling mistakes, awkward phrasing, and random capitalization, with one user saying, "Did a high school kid write this?" Let's see here. McMahon aimed to critique Harvard's policies. Her letter inadvertently became a lesson in the importance of proofreading, especially for the nation's top education officials. So,
wow.
It's Linda McMahon.
Duh.
Gets
Duh.
the
Duh.
All right,
Man.
let's do. We still got a few things to get to today before we wrap up. But top box office results from over the weekend. We didn't go to the movies. You and I, we just don't go to the movies. There's been nothing good out.
No.
Thunderbolts, what they're calling the new Avengers. Thunderbolts brought in its second week, $33.1 million. So it basically cut in half what it made last week, which last week was below Marvel standards. So do you consider this movie a flop? Maybe. Thunderbolts still at number one with 33.1. Sinners, I mean, that's kind of a surprise hit for the last few weeks.
I
Sinners
still haven't looked into it.
Yeah, is number two. It made $21.1 million, so it's hanging in there. It's made over $200 million so far at the box office. Minecraft, also, of course, a huge... That's probably been the biggest movie so far this year.
Blows my mind.
About $8 million this past weekend, making its total to nearly $409 million at the box office. Accountant 2 has $6 million this weekend. Clown in a Cornfield. Never heard of it.
Taking all kinds of past movies that frightened the bejesus out of you and just put them together.
Clown in a Cornfield brought in $3.6 million in its debut weekend. 6 through 10 were all $2 million or less. That includes Shadow Force. Never heard of it. Fight or Flight, Until Dawn, The Amateur, and The King of Kings. So King of Kings didn't even make $1 million, and it was in the top 10. So, yeah. So, by the way, Snow White this weekend made .33.
It's still even out there?
It has brought in $86.4 million. And if I remember right, it costs like $250 million to make. So
that movie...
Suck on that one, Disney.
That movie, Sinners? Right. You suck. So Sinners. It's got that Michael B. Jordan.
And we said it's mainly a black cast.
Trying to leave their troubled lives behind, twin brothers return to their Mississippi hometown to start again, only to discover that an even greater evil is waiting to welcome them back.
Evil.
That's not much of that's not much of an overview to make me want to go watch it yet, but... I wonder who they got as his twin.
Michael A. Jordan. Thank you.
Yes.
I'm a creative genius when it comes to stuff like that. Michael C. Jordan.
How would you like
is also
to be,
in consideration?
How would you like to be an actor, up and coming? Let's face it, he's gotten much bigger and, and more prominent in movies now since whatever the first things were he was in.
I mean, Creed kind of made him a big time star.
It was a very good movie. But how would you like that, to be an up-and-coming actor, making your way, and your name's Michael Jordan?
B.
I mean...
Don't forget the B.
I mean, it's like, maybe you could have changed it to Mike.
Magic Johnson?
Jordan. I don't know.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar?
Well, that would have been weird. I mean, he was the best
Larry Bird.
best hook shotter ever.
He could have been a black guy named Larry Bird. Like
Larry Bird would have dissed
the
him.
whitest white player in the world.
He would have dissed him the whole way, though. Larry Bird. That's one thing I do like about or liked.
Or Larry Bird from here in Sigourney.
Well, he wasn't much of a disser.
Or an actor, as far as I know.
Right, or a basketball player.
Or a boxer.
Jeepers. This has gone everywhere. Yeah, I don't think Michael B. Jordan's that bad of a name now. You keep your name, man. You roll with it.
The greatest basketball player of all time, Michael Jordan.
Yeah, it would be weird to know, hey, on the red carpet, Michael, because you'd have that one reporter out there, oh, Michael Jordan's on the red carpet. Huh?
Some nerdy sports reporter that doesn't know movies.
Exactly.
Michael B. Jordan. I always think of him. When I think of him, I always think of it. He's got kind of like these chipmunk cheeks. It's like he's storing some walnuts in his cheeks right here.
It's from all the blows.
Oh. He's just puffed out.
Yeah.
It's like he's,
We can find, and we're okay with our faults. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Don't get me
fat
wrong.
And old and bald.
Yeah. But I love how we can find the slightest, littlest thing wrong with a person. Yeah. And just run with it. I had never even noticed that until you brought it up. And now I'm looking at his pictures right here. And
he's got a walnut right here in each cheek. Or he's storing some food from earlier.
Well, this is what I'm afraid now. I'm not going to be able to watch this movie. Because I'm going to not take my eyes off his cheeks.
Walnut cheeks.
And I'm surprised it doesn't talk more like that. Because let me get that out of the way. Oh. And that's strange.
His dentist needs to look and see what's happening in there.
I never picked that apart. Poor guy. Poor
Should
guy.
we take a break?
Yeah.
What do we got left? We'll make something up. I got a few different.
Plus, I got one more thing I wanted to bring up too.
Okay.
Oh, it's nothing big. It's more to poke fun.
We like making fun of people. We'll do more of that coming up next. Stop by James Family Greenhouse and Produce in Sigourney. They have a variety of hanging baskets, annuals, shrubs, perennials, trees, mulch, and vegetable plants. Plus, you can spruce up your landscape with yard decor or decorate the inside of your home with home decor. James Family Greenhouse is also a great place to stop in for some gift ideas. You got to stop in and see it all for yourself. James Family Greenhouse at 701 East Jackson in Sigourney. And be sure to follow their page on Facebook.
Attention Iowa business owners. Is your business missing sales because you're too busy to follow up? Every missed call or delayed message could be costing you money. At Easy Biz Tech, we help local businesses stay ahead by automating customer follow-up, so no lead gets left behind. Missed a call? Our system texts back instantly. Need personalized outreach? We send automated texts, emails, and even use AI-powered voice agents to connect with your customers 24/7. Stop losing money because of slow follow-up. Contact Easy Biz Tech today, where Iowa businesses win online.
Bountiful produce, quality meats, frozen favorites, and a fresh bakery. These are the qualities of Brothers Market in Sigourney. Brothers Market is proud to serve the Sigourney community and is one of several locations in Iowa, Kansas, and Missouri. For any of your grocery, meat, deli, bakery, or special order needs, shop Brothers Market at 118 South Main Street in Sigourney. Brothers Market was honored at the 2024 Iowa Hunger Summit for its efforts to serve underprivileged and disadvantaged communities. Brothers Market, a piece of the community you can count on.
Hey, a big thanks to Brothers Market here on Just Another Morning Show being our headline sponsor.
Was that on?
I just turned it on. And Oski Dental sponsoring our studio. I told you we were going back on.
I know, but I was waiting for the click.
Click. All right, click.
I didn't hear the click.
What click?
So I thought I could real quick. That wasn't on, was it?
I heard it. I don't know if anybody else heard it. Anyway. What click? Like what clicking noise?
Clicking the mouse.
Oh, I must have done a silent click. All right, so you got something funny to talk about.
No, I was recapping some things, first of all.
All right.
Way back to the collaboration with McDonald's and Krispy Kreme because I never heard of any of this. So here's what they're trying to do.
Okay, lay it on.
Krispy Kreme wants their donuts to be sold in McDonald's. So like when you used to be able to go into some of the convenience stores, you could walk into McDonald's and buy a Krispy Kreme donut. They thought it would be a good collaboration.
Yeah.
So I didn't know if they were going to mash something together like Krispy Kreme glazed donut McMuffin. No, you just buy donuts. McDonald's is fighting back because it could deter sales of McDonald's. Yeah, I'm thinking, how did it take you this long to get to the stage where you wouldn't think, well, wait, what if they come in and buy the donuts and not our stuff? You idiots. So that's why it's slowed down right now, because McDonald's is pushing back. Like, come on.
A little pushback.
I mean, maybe it would pull some people in and you'd get the few people that, if you're going for a donut, you're going for a donut. Duh, that was just ridiculous stuff. Come on. And then I was trying to find more on that whole honey guide bird thing, but I never could get to
Forgot about that.
Yeah, well, I just wanted
How about the sapphire Google?
I clicked out of that one as fast as I got in it because that one just freaked me out.
All right.
Freaked me out.
I got something here.
Do it.
This is from Upworthy.com, and it's for people born before 1990 sharing their now useless skills that they have. They say this is 100% nostalgic, but completely useless. Let's see. And I've never heard of this first one. They say making brown paper bag book covers.
Oh, yeah.
Did you do that?
Well, see, Steve. So I'm a farmer. I'm a farm kid. Back in the 80s, farming was rough. We didn't have them fancy book covers from the book shows that would come around to the schools, like most of you city kids. You know,
I don't remember book covers being.
You didn't have to cover your books,
unless the books just came with their own covers.
We had to put a book cover on to keep the actual book cover itself nicer, longer. You never covered a book. Did you have servants that carried your books for you? I don't understand. We're 4 years apart. How is that?
I don't know. I guess I don't remember.
Yes, I remember
brown
using
paper bag
bags,
book covers.
Yeah, grocery bags, and turn them into a book cover.
Okay, maybe
you could
we
write
did.
all
I
over
just
them,
don't
and he
remember.
didn't care. So,
how about the next useless skill for people born before 1990? Folding a map.
Oh yeah, that always sucked.
And I'm assuming that a lot of us never even acquired that skill even back then, because folding up maps correctly is nearly impossible.
Well, and it didn't help when you were pinpointing to one location, so you had it sort of refolded against itself to this section. And then you're like, well, it's never going back together again.
Yeah. Those nice big road atlases.
Yes.
Where you just, it was like a big book.
Oh man, were they?
I don't know
huge.
I don't know if you had to put a book cover on atlases or not, but
well, it was probably hand-me-down atlas, so probably
save that cover of the atlas. How about when we used to have to memorize phone numbers?
Oh yeah,
and answer the house phone. I mean, some of us I know still have regular phones in the home.
Right.
We just recently did away. I mean, here in the last couple of years, we got rid of our house phone because all we were getting was like spam, or political phone calls. I mean, that was all that was coming through. So we finally got rid of our home phone. But memorizing numbers. I mean, it took me until here recently. I don't know how long we've had our cell phones now. At least probably 20 years now, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
25 years?
Yeah.
But I didn't know my wife's cell phone number until recently.
Right.
It's like, why? Why would you bother memorizing it?
That's just it, because I don't know. And none of my kids' numbers. I don't know the number itself.
No.
I just, in fact,
you just look up
one or two
the name.
The one or two times the one time I actually destroyed a phone, so none of it crossed over.
Oh, yeah.
And then it's like, I got a call, and I was just like trying to call the one number I knew. I'm like, do you know how to get a hold of my kid, Seth? And I'd call him. Do you know the boys' numbers? No. Well, we got to get a hold of each other, and it's horrible.
Yeah.
Landlines back in the day, we always had, I remember, next to the wall phone.
Oh, sure.
The papers taped to the wall or whatever, the bulletin board.
People's numbers.
Yeah, you had everybody's there, but nah.
And like phone books. I mean.
Oh, yeah.
Are phone books
still
a thing?
Yeah, within the last 2 or 3 months, I guess, one came in the mail. It was that was what was funny. It was the same this area, southeast Iowa.
Okay.
That used to be a decent,
Yeah.
It's like a magazine.
Does anybody actually still waste their money advertising in those things?
Oh yeah, there was a bunch of advertisements in there. So thing of the past.
All right. And then the last thing on the list here, again, we're talking about stuff for people born before 1990 that are now useless. The art of the mixtape.
Oh.
Especially songs recorded from the radio.
Yep. Most of these people right now are like, huh?
Yeah.
What do you mean? That was huge. Because I had a dual cassette deck, and I always had a blank tape in the record side of that, because just by the rare chance that one new song came on the radio, you're jumping over the bed and babies and knocking women out of the way just to get to the record button. And you didn't care if the DJ was still talking. You just wanted that song.
Yeah, because it's like you didn't want to spend the $1 or $2 to go buy the cassette single up at Coast to Coast or wherever.
Because what if, that's just it. Kids nowadays don't have any idea how easy they got it.
Yeah. But and then the mixtape, like if you liked somebody,
if
you liked a boy or a girl, you made that special mix of songs, put it together, and like, here. I was thinking about you. I made you a mixtape. Oh, we go from a fun song to a romantic song. That's when you know what's up.
You'd go from Pour Some Sugar on Me to let's see, what would be a good one?
Father Figure.
Yep. Perfect mix. Perfect.
Or Paul Young. Every time you go away.
There you go. You had to throw some Bon Jovi in there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
I'll be there for you.
Exactly. So, yeah, mixtapes were...
Hello.
What? How did that do that when everything's turned off?
Hello. Welcome into the show. You're on live.
Yeah. Mixtapes. I don't suppose I have any of those floating around anymore, which is sad.
I still have, of course, you know me, being the pack rat.
Yeah.
I got that habit from my mom. She saved everything. I've got a bunch of cassettes in my basement. I even have some reel-to-reels from college.
Really?
With like original stuff that I did in radio school.
That's cool.
So,
I do have my very first air check on cassette.
Yeah.
Somewhere, but...
Maybe those will come in handy here.
Yeah.
No. I don't know. I've been seeing something about June 9th.
I can tell you for a fact my first air check would not come in handy. By the way, air check tapes is how would you explain it? The simple
Basically, it's like the highlights of, or it's supposed to be like the highlights of like your live radio show.
Yeah.
Like of you talking.
You wouldn't hear the whole song. You might hear a song,
No, you hear like the last 10 seconds of the song, and then like...
Hey, that was Def Leppard, and Pour Some Sugar on Me.
Up next, here's Father Figure by George Michael.
My very, very first one in college was, for example, there's Def Leppard, Pour Some Sugar on Me.
Yeah.
Next, mine was filled with ums. I remember the next day, our instructor was like, "You got to work on the ums." I'm like, I don't think I say that. Sure enough.
Then you hear it back.
Wow.
Yeah, it's basically recording yourself, listening back to it, and seeing how much you suck and what you need to cut out and quit doing. But my first air checks were like I was so lifeless. I was like, I had no pep in my step. And And it was just, whoa, somebody needed to slap me and wake me up. But
yeah,
that's what I remember. I'm sure I probably had a lot of vocal crutches back then too. So.
Sure.
Let's see here. Let's do some good news. It's up next. It's brought to us by Jay Dennis, Bridalwood Midwest Insurance, where Medicare is made easy. 319-471-3328. Good news gets posted on Facebook each weekday at 7:45 in the morning. So this is up there to be read in its entirety. We talked about this, probably an hour and a half ago or so. Let's go back to it. In a remarkable turn of events, a Japanese man was granted entry to the 2025 Osaka Expo. Now, I'm assuming, I don't know, maybe Google what the Osaka Expo is so we can get the better clarity on this.
Been doing this already.
Osaka Expo. So he went to this year's Osaka Expo using a ticket originally issued for the 1940 Tokyo Expo, which had been canceled back in 1940 due to World War II. Now, the man, Fumaya Takanawa,
yes,
presented the 85-year-old ticket at the entrance, and the expo this year honored it, allowing him access to the event. The 1940 expo was intended to commemorate the 2600th anniversary of Japan's imperial lineage, but was never held. He inherited the ticket from his grandfather and decided that he would go this year to make a tribute to his family's history. So Expo officials expressed their appreciation for the unique moment, noting it added a poignant layer to the international event. So kind of neat. Anything on the Osaka?
Well, I had to click
Expo?
on English.
Oh, get the translation?
Because the official website is all, wow, it's, okay, saving lives, empowering lives, connecting lives. A space where 8 billion people from around the world not only view exhibits, but co-create our future societies.
Ah, yeah.
There was a better explanation there somewhere I looked over, but a place where the world's knowledge, such as cutting-edge technology, is brought together, used to create new ideas and shared, all to help resolve global issues facing humankind.
Sounds deep, man.
Yeah.
Sounds like a bunch of tree huggers.
I don't think it is. I think it's the
technology huggers.
Yeah, they don't like trees. They're like, it's all computer stuff and how. Oh yeah, like robots and we're gonna people living labs. You can be in a living lab at the show for up to 10 days.
That's deep, man.
What is? Yeah, that's
hello.
cool that he got to go though.
Hello, Tokyo. Yeah, that's our good news brought to us by Jay Dennis at Bridalwood Midwest Insurance.
That's nuts.
You can hear the courthouse ding-donging in the background, which means we're 2 minutes away from the top of the hour. They're always 2 minutes early. What else you got over there?
I'm looking at the comments. Amber says, I remember having to do book covers. Nancy says, my kids made book covers from paper bags back then.
Well, floop-de-floo.
I'm just saying. And Amber, I don't know. Where's the kaboom?
Yeah, I don't know what that was about.
What? I hope that wasn't in reference to anything I did or made noises of. Probably
Neil is a noisemaker.
He is.
It's just about time to get out of here. Neil, get your loafers on and skedaddle on over to the weather lab. It's time
need
to
my running shoes for that, baby.
Play that weather on us.
In the name of love.
Weather
brought to you by the Garden Gate in Sigourney. Stop on out to 105 South Jefferson Street. Stop on out. That's right. Or you can stop up to the Sigourney Square. See Cindy and the girls for anything floral-wise, home decor, sympathy gifts, you name it, they got it. Mostly sunny today, 84 for a high, 59 tonight under partly cloudy skies. Tomorrow, just a little chance of rain, and otherwise 80 degrees. And tomorrow night, 59 under mostly clear skies. Sunshine coming in on your Wednesday, 86.
Oh, yeah. Garden Gate sponsoring our weather, and that pretty much does it for today. Again, weather-wise, we will be back into the 70s by this weekend. So kind of a warm week here in southeast Iowa, but back to 70s for the weekend. All right. Any closing words, thoughts, joys and concerns?
I would just say joys and concerns.
It's like we're at church, old-time church.
Yeah.
Does anybody have joys and concerns today?
I like to pray for my neighbor, John. He lost his onion patch last night. No, the only concern I have in life right now is the fact that I would love it if you could take a bowl of cereal out of said box and the next day take a bowl out of another box without finishing the first box.
Oh, I was going to say, well, because tomorrow I can tell from the amount that's left in the Cinnamon Toast Crunch at my home that I've only got one, not even really a full bowl.
Ooh, so what happens then?
I finish it off. I think it's enough to get me by.
Okay.
But then the Fruit Loops are coming up after that. So so I'll finish the Cinnamon Toast Crunch tomorrow, and then Wednesday morning will be brand new. We'll just kind of, those bags of cereal.
Right. So do you have just the Fruit Loops in line, or do you have like one after that even already?
No, I usually don't get that far out. Oh. It's usually Captain Crunch and then Captain Crunch. Frosted Flakes is looming off in the distance,
you
too.
You really shook it up this time. Though.
I did. It's like, man, two boxes of cereal in a row without any Captain Crunch invading. Or Cap'n. If you want to be correct.
I was thinking about breakfast, but can't go to McDonald's because they don't have my donuts.
They don't have your cream of the crispy variety.
Of the crispy.
All right. Well, Neil, I enjoyed our 2 hours together today.
Did you?
Thank you.
No, thank you. Thanks to the chatty girls that were in here earlier.
Chitty and Chatty. Julie and Lucinda talking about that at the golf fundraiser coming up. That old golf fundraiser for the Sigourney Fireworks Committee, May 24th. Make sure you get signed up for that. All right, let's get out of here.
I'm good.
You guys have a great day. We'll see you back here tomorrow. Let's see. Tomorrow's guest.
Do you have him wrote down?
I do. I'm on top of it this week. Well, I'm assuming we'll have Josh in with the sports report. His life has to be calming down a little bit because track season is starting to wrap up.
Yeah.
So maybe a sports report from Josh. We'll have Gary from KCED. I think those are the guests tomorrow. Later on this week, Wednesday, we've got the Kiwanis coming in. We've got Rihanna Utterback on Thursday. We've got Adam Whitehead on Friday. I have Amanda written down on... that would be Miss Amanda on Wednesday.
Oh, right,
from the library.
Wednesday.
So, yeah, we've got several guests coming in this week.
Well, cool. Cool.
All right, now we're out of here. Bye.
All right, have a good day.
Bye.